On this episode of the Infowars News Blitz, Roger Stone says what Ted Cruz really thinks of the American worker. Smartphone apps from Kasich and Cruz are spying on users, and statistics show Trump has a 97% chance of winning the nomination. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. For the week of May the 2nd, 2016, this is the first article of the day here, and it's an article written by, Roger Stone from the Daily Caller. The title is called, Roger Stone, What Ted Cruz Really Thinks of the American Worker. Underneath it says, Cruz is a clever snake oil salesman. And folks, I hate to say it though, while I got this article back on Monday, it didn't turn out very well. The Daily Caller took it down, so I had to read the expert. I had to read what I have in front of me here. But anyway, despite the old grand old amateur pundits blaming Donald Trump and the major GOP voters who support him, much of the other rift in the Republican Party has been caused by Texas Senator Ted Cruz's cunning nationalists into believing he is one of them. Republican voters, many of them who support the GOP for decades, have been repeatedly taken for granted by the establishment, deserve better. They need to know that Cruz is an establishment globalist who has already sold the American worker down the river by voting for the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Cruz is a clever snake oilsman. He is a Harvard guy with ties to Wall Street and secret loans from Goldman Sachs and backing from the Bushes. He managed to ride the Tea Party wave into office, tricking people into thinking he's his principal small government conservatism. His campaign agents are bungling with oil and gas money, and unlike the Bushes, he wants to kill the American economy with global trade deals that benefit our competitors and erode American sovereignty. In April of 2015, Senator Ted Cruz and the House Ways and Means Chair Paul Ryan supported a TAP being added to the HR 2046. In fact, they pinned it on an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal on April the 22nd, 2015, which painted the picture of it as the savior of American labor and commerce. Well, basically, folks, there you go. I mean, there's nothing left to say here about what I just read here, or what parts of it I just read here. But in the end, that's what Ted Cruz is. He's a snake oilsman who don't give a crap about the American people. And basically, if I had read the article in full, I would have more to tell you, but this should also show the voter record of Mr. Ted Cruz as well. So, that's all I have to say on the subject. But enough about that. Here's the second article there. It's an article written by Keith Daniels. The title is called Report, Cruz and Kasich Campaign App Spying on Users, Tracking Data. Semantics even rated the Kasich app as a minimal security risk. Well, that says a lot. The official Ted Cruz and John Kasich's smartphone apps are tracking their users according to Semantic. The Kasich 2016 app may expose users' location and every app installed on their device. Semantics warned, while the Cruz's Crew app may expose the user's smartphone details and identification. Remember, before you download the presidential primary app, apps may generate a lot of information, may expose your data. Kathleen Chin with Semantics said, even if official apps may expose sensitive even official apps may expose sensitive data. So using protection will allow you both to involve with the election process and while keeping the sensitive data safe. Semantics even rated the Kasich app as a medium security risk. If an app is asking for more information than you are comfortable sharing, it might be deciding to run the other way, the security firm warns. Think of what purpose the app is and only provide information that is necessary for the app to serve its function. Also, Semantics revealed that many unofficial apps were also tracking user social networking names, phone numbers, and SIM card data. This story is still developing. This is not more like a political issue, but this is more like a technological issue as well. You're not allowed to download stuff onto your phone or computer that's gonna basically track you. And what these two apps do from Kasich and Cruz, I mean, people should just remove those things immediately and just cut and just stop beating around the bush. If something like this ever happens, excuse me, folks, happens here, and basically, start doing stuff, you should be very aware that you can, in all truthfulness, if you don't trust an app, that you're unfamiliar with, or is it actually more information than it possibly could be, I'm looking at you, Facebook. Then don't download it. Anyway, this is the last article here, and it's an article written by Kit Daniels. Yet again. The title is called 97% Chance Trump Wins Nomination Before Convention. Statistics Reveals. Trump will likely hit over 1,284 delegates even if he loses Indiana. The subtitle says, there is a 97% chance Donald Trump will secure the 1,237 delegates he needs to win the nomination outright before the GOP convention, according to the Princeton and Election Consortium. The PEC performs statistical analysis on the current state of the race to determine the importance of the upcoming Indiana primary, and actual found that with the current support, Trump will likely hit over 1,284 delegates, even if he loses Indiana. The analysis was based on a current poll data and Google's collaboration-based estimates for recent unpolling states. Of course, those states Trump is favored in West Virginia, 34 delegates, and is near tied in Oregon and Washington, potential representation, and the rest of Cruz states, he continued. But through the PEC delegation simulation, the mean delegate count if Trump wins Indiana is 1,333. Interquartile range of 1,304 and 1,339. And then the possibility of getting to 1,237 delegates is 98%. I mean, folks, the establishment is coming out against Trump. They're coming out against it on all fronts. So you need to get behind him and switch sides immediately. I mean, this is our last chance to basically save this country. And guys like saying, look, I'm gonna give you Trump. If you vote for him, he might make the country great again, and I'll actually turn you back to me. If you don't vote for these guys, I'm gonna let every last demon run all over you. That are already on their way here. So, do yourself a favor, folks. I'm not saying that you don't vote for Trump, you're gonna basically go straight to hell. I'm just saying, basically, you need to vote for Trump because the establishment is ultimately coming after him in more ways than one, and they know he's bad news to them. They don't want him in there. The Chinese government saying they don't want him because basically they got tariffs on us, and he says it's not fair, and all this other stuff. I mean, he's a closet patriot. A sleeper cell, if you want to call it that. And I think basically if they murder him, you're gonna be like, well, maybe we should have been behind him. But anyway, that's all the articles I have for today. If you'd like to read more about this article, please go to the link below or go to Infowars.com or printback.com. There are hundreds of articles that I just want to have read for you today. This is Info News Blitz. I'm Info Gunham, number finger number 3. Please like, subscribe, and donate. Bye bye.